Let's see. Oh God, it's not working very well. Let's see. Oh God, it's not working very well. It's just too far. Okay. Let's see. That. Now we advertise ourselves. Now we add. All right, advertising done. So. Whatever. All right, so today we're gonna be playing a new build. We'll be doing a full day stream. We'll be streaming for this playing build stuff until League starts, basically. Maybe take a little bit of a break in between, I don't know yet. And then we'll be streaming for the League. I am doing a private league. I have a league with 3 of my other buddies. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta do this. 1 second. Server boost, voice and video. Yes, we want to have a talk. Keybinds. Okay, there. That's all set. Works. Sweet. Yeah, so we'll be doing a private league with some of my buddies. We'll be doing all kinds of various things throughout the league, whatnot. But to start the league, we need a league starter. So I've already decided that I want to do a Deadeye. I'm thinking about doing REAVE. So from there, we just have to come up with a build. We have to build our build, right? Figure out the optimal gems, figure out the optimal playstyle. Part of why I want to do the Deadeye is because of the dodge and stuff like that that comes with it. So, and the fact that you can have permanent onslaught and phasing. So I think it can be really good for a league starter, pretty survivable, doesn't get hit very often, stuff like that. So that's my thought process on that. Um, I haven't decided yet on if I want to go full fizz or if I want to go Ellie. I think I want to go Ellie. Um, to be able to do to use hatred and stuff like that. I think that's just stronger. But it might not be. It might not be. Full fizz is actually probably stronger, but because we're not going champion, we're not getting the extra impales and stuff like that. So it's probably better to just run Ellie. If I was going champion, I would for sure be doing full fizz because impale is just broken. So I guess we'll start in on this. So start with a ranger. And we start with Deadeye because that's where we start. Well, we figure we'll run this build to at least 90. So we'll just do 90 for now. We know we want to run Reave, so we obviously run Val Reave. You always run Val Reave. You get the extra 4 stacks. I'll always do 20/20 quality. It's just too easy to get 20/20. Makes no sense not to. So yeah, there's that. And then so let's just start on our tree. We'll do the tree first, then we'll figure out our skills and everything we want to use for that. So definitely go this way. Grab this life node. We don't need all this projectile stuff. It's kind of pointless. We're definitely gonna be using a one-handed sword. Definitely using one-handed sword. Question is, do I want to use a shield with block, or do I think I'll be fine with just the dodge and stuff? That is the question. Saw physical damage with bows. So we either dual wield or one-handed. I don't know if it matters. Question is actually Google Chrome. We want to know if Reave. Oops, we want to know if Reave uses both weapons at the same time or if it alternates. Dual wielding, using Reave while doing it will alternate the weapon used for attacking. So the only situation where this is going to help us is if we're using like a shaper weapon. So we might be better off just running a shield, honestly. Because we're not going to get any extra. So it does that. Items. Let's see here. We know we're going to be running a. We'll want to go thrusting sword because it's faster. 100% want to do that. Which one do I want to run? You want it to be faster so that you can build up your Reaves faster. Harpy Rapier is 1.4, but it has more crit and it has less DPS actually. It has more flat DPS, but it's less. But it has more crit multi. Chances are we will be going crit. Let's just run the jeweled foil for now. And then we want to build something reasonable, so running this 111 isn't too unreasonable. Let's kind of keep it mid-tier. This is tier 5 stuff. We can easily get better than this, so I'm not too worried about this. Attack speed. It's 3 mods, 266. I think we can probably bump this to like 300 DPS. I think 300 DPS is pretty reasonable. It's not, that's not too great of a sword, but it's not like the worst. It's a pretty reasonable thing, I think. Do I not? Why is there no damage? Oh, attack damage, 17.4. Lol. Great damage. That's not accurate damage at all, actually. We will be helping Alira. We want to go crit. Crit's just better. Oh, I don't have enough dex and items and stuff. That's why. So. What do we have here? So, o.db. I didn't want to do .db, but whatever. It works anyways. We want one-handed swords. Let's see what the shaper mods are. So, gain percent of physical, it's up to, we can get up to 20% at level 80. And it's a prefix. So that's pretty, yikes. So, socket and movement skills have no mana cost. I don't think that matters. What do we want to do here? I gotta make sure this is up so I actually see shit. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why. This is a... I'm looking at the wrong one. So if we gain percent is extra cold... No, it's still a prefix. I'm stupid. Socket skills, don't care about that. I don't think it's reasonable to use a sword like this, so I think the better option here is to run shields. We'll get more block chance, it'll be better survivability that way. We get the increased defenses. I think that's just the better option. What's this? Increase critical strike chance, increase dex. More movement speed. We might be able to grab that. We'll see. Definitely grab those. We grab this. We could grab that, but we don't care. We might grab this. We'll look at it later. Crit. We go up this way. Oops. I do not want to go this way. I want to go this way. We want those life nodes, these life nodes. We want all these crit nodes here. There's also crit here with fizz damage. What else do we want? We'll want these life nodes here. I don't think we care about these. What are these sword nodes? Accuracy. We don't really care about that, I don't think. We'll see later if we care about that. These are totems. Poison. Dodge attack hits while channeling. Speaking of dodge, we want phase acro and acro. 100% want those. Damage with bows. Dual wielding. So I think from there, we run this way. We will use that. We got that. Blood stance, area of effect on sand stance, increased attack speed if you've changed stance recently. Dual wielding. What else we got here? This is shield stuff. Block recovery. Attack skills, holding shield, attack speed. Crit multi-beat. Pull up. I don't care about that, I don't think. We'll be going to probably about 111 skill nodes, because again, that'll be 90. It's just the best accuracy. I can't import a basement build. It's giving an error and says I need to update my path of building. It's already updated. Are you trying to update one from me, or are you trying to update something else? Because I think it let me do it earlier. If I open up another path of building. Mine is 1.4.170.22. I use the local identity one. I don't use the other one. Yeah, it lets me import. It lets me import any of these, but I'm not using a paste bin. Are you... I mean, I assume you know how to do it if you're trying to do it. If you didn't know how to do it, you wouldn't even try. Because you obviously have to make sure you hit this import from paste bin. Let me open up Stream Manager. It might not post. Okay, it did. Cool. All right, let me see. Yeah, it imported. Mine worked just fine. This is not updated, though. This is not an updated paste bin. That's why. The paste bin that you have, isn't updated. So, like, this is an old skill tree. It has the old ascendancy nodes. For some reason, it still let me do it, but that's probably why yours doesn't work. If you're not using the local identity one, that's probably why. Okay. I'm not positive. Has a lot of DPS. Holy shit. 3 mil DPS on Ice Nova. Yeah, and mine's not fully updated either. It still says it has update, but whenever I do this, it doesn't have anything in the update available. So I don't even bother. It does some weird thing where it doesn't actually fully update. I don't fucking know. but I don't know. The only thing I can think of at all is that potentially your POB is different. But if you're using the local identity one, it should be the same. It should work. That's crazy. I have no idea why it's not working for you. Because I just did it, so. Was that a... My POV is rubbish. I'll have to download another one or something. I downloaded it from his official website, but this update. The update, I think this is kind of bugged because like when I hit this update, well, we'll save this. Deadeye 2.13. It does this, and it just sits here doing this for forever. Doesn't actually update, so I don't know. I don't think the update ready thing matters. Is this... I don't know if this is the local identity one that I use. I have no idea where I downloaded mine. I had a whole bunch of issues trying to get mine to work before, so mine might be different. Yeah, you can try that. Mine, I was, to say the least, I was less than savvy with trying to figure out how to do this shit when I did it for this POV. So I don't even know where to go to get it. But when I open this program that you opened appears in the specified. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like in that tech savvy area where I know enough to fuck shit up, but I'm not tech savvy enough to actually know what I'm doing on a lot of things. When it comes to like softwares and stuff like that, I know jack shit. But we continue on this. So we've got about 40 skill points left. We definitely want these life nodes up here. We have 152. Say 180 is probably about reasonable. Thanks for your time and your help. Not a problem. Hey, anytime. I'm always around. Okay, so we can then grab these melee crit nodes. We want multi, not chance at this point. Why is my effective crit chance less? That's weird. Increase fizz damage. So then we can get more crit multi here. Still got points we can use. Grab this. Maybe we grab an accuracy node. We only want to go to 111 though. We don't want to go too high. So we've only got one node left, it says. So we'd grab this node because we need mana leech. Mana leech is mandatory. Thanks for the follow, Cowboy. I appreciate it. I don't think... I don't know why that would boost my DPS. If it alternates weapons in the same weapon, it shouldn't boost my DPS. So craft item, we'll wanna, well, actually, let's see what unique shields there are. I'm on PoDB. I can just search here. Items, unique shields. We could go with the Lycoside, but Lycoside's not easy to get, I don't think. Physical damage from projectile attacks. Don't care about that. Ideally, we want it to be evasion based. Fizz damage compared to fire. Armor. Oh, this is replicas. This is brands and totems. Grants level 30 reckoning skill. Increased armor. Permanently intimidate enemies. This is kind of cool. What's this? Magna Eclipse Pinnacle. So what the fuck? What is elemental alias? Calls forth a protective alias which takes elemental damage from hits for you until depleted. The alias will be restored to its full value after a short delay. If you stop taking elemental damage from hits or if depleted. Okay. You can take 1,000 elemental damage. Yikes. That's not that much. It is evasion. No, it's an armor based. Interesting. These are all weak ones, so we're not worried about this, I don't think. I wonder if my buddies are gonna hop on anytime soon. I don't know. Mutant Pennant. Increased evasion, increased AoE, gain onslaught. We are gonna have onslaught, don't care about that. That's weak. I wonder This might be okay. Hex reflection unaffected by curses. Increased effective your curses. I mean, I'll never get in that series reflection, but that could be okay. The ad series mirror wouldn't be too bad itself, but there's no life either. Thousand Teeth, Tamu, or Temu. 10% of damage inflicted by enemies when his gained his life. What is this? I've never seen this. Light of Lunaris. Cold damage to spells, increased crit chance to spells, increased energy shield. 600% increased energy shield. Wow. Crit multi per 1%. That could be interesting to use. I've never really seen that before. This one's not terrible, but I don't know if there's any good unique shields that would really work for me that much. Shield Shatter. What's Shield Shatter? Trigger this skill when you block. 100. Your shield shatters, dealing physical spell damage to enemies in the area based on the shield's quality. For short duration after this will be unable to block and will gain no defenses from your shield, but your spells will deal added phys damage. Yikes. Like, it's interesting, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The physical A's is kind of cool. This could be interesting. Because it's 400, so the Ghastly Theater PoE. I don't think. Yeah, this will show me. So 681 evasion rating. It'll give me attack and cast speed, which I don't care about the cast speed, but it'll give me attack speed. It'll give me crit chance and blind whenever physical Aegis is depleted. Well, I know calls forth protect Aegis, which protects physical damage, takes physical damage from hits for you until. How much does it take though? Probably 1,000, just like the other elemental one. This has cold Aegis, don't care about that really. Armor, energy shield. Armor, energy shield, don't care about any of those. Oh, I'm tired. I'm always tired though. Prism Guardian, yikes. Armor, energy shield, armor, energy shield. I should remember too to make this something that is like reasonable to get as well. So, evasion, energy shield. Max life. Avoid fire damage from hits. Over time multiplier. Life regen, lose 10. Yeah, I don't care about this. I don't think. Attack speed. Movement speed. We still want life on our shit though. Ooh, 600% increased evasion on 151. This might be it. Shared suffering. All damage from hits will cause elemental elements you are suffering. I'll be immune, so that's useless. Increased mana regenerate, 50% chance to be shocked. Shock increased damage taken, whatever. 40% of cold damage taken is lightning. 40% of fire damage taken is lightning. I don't really want to build around that. What the heck is this? This is a shield? It doesn't look like a shield. It's a beacon. It's another weapon. Crazy. Jaws of Agony. Yeah, I don't think there's any good unique shields for this, so it'll be crafting a shield. Shield, evasion. Inflict brittle. Oh, that's kind of cool. Increase move speed. I think we would run. I think we'd run the Crusader, honestly. It's more like we want to make this reasonable, so having tier 2 life isn't too unreasonable. Tier 1 evasion, I guess. And tier 3. This shouldn't be too bad. We're not too worried about Res. Res is really easy to get, so res in general is pretty easy to get. We'll be fine on this. See if there's anything else crazy we want. Chance spell hits. We'll just add this. This will be fine. So up our defenses a little bit. Helmet. Well, so ideally we're not gonna be hit. So Abyssus is what we would really want here. If we could get this, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The biggest thing on this is getting high crit multi and low fizz damage taken. The attributes I don't think is a big deal. We get attributes elsewhere. Body armor, we want Kintsugi's. Kintsugi's is easy to get. You get it from Deadly Rivalry. We want to max out life. We should be fine on evasion. Gloves. I don't think there's any good unique. We don't want to overload with uniques either. We are going to be in a private league, and there's only going to be 4 people, so we don't want to be too overly unique heavy. So it's like a group SSF type of thing. Evasion. We can either do evasion or we can do armor, but I think we'll actually we'll run the armor ones for oops, I don't want boots. I want gloves. Yeah, we'll do the spiked gloves. Spiked gloves aren't too unreasonable to get. Add fizz damage. Pretty easy to get tier 1, I'd say. We probably get like somewhere in this range. I don't think that's too unreasonable. Add to build. Craft amulet. Amulet, we're probably gonna want strength dex or strength int. If we can get some of the like heist ones, that'd be hella good. But Because there's some things that have like +1 suffix, +1 prefix, stuff like that. We'll just roll. For now, we'll just roll the Onyx. It doesn't really matter. This isn't too unreasonable. We get tier 1. Add fizz damage to attacks. Probably somewhere in there. And then maybe like a fizz damage leeches life. We'll say somewhere like 0.7. That would probably be reasonable. Global crit. Crit multi. I think this should be reasonable. Oh. There was something I thought I wanted. I was originally looking at this, but I don't think I need that. We're going to be using hatred, so that's why we run this. Oh, we could have had these life notes too. Oh, man. Alright. Well. Craft a ring. I think getting 1 steel ring is pretty reasonable. Again, not too unreasonable to get tier 1 life. We'll just leave that second one blank, and then this will probably be most likely this will be resistances. Oh, man. And then from there, we would, more than likely, we would get basically the same thing, but with a, I can't count on multiple steel rings because I don't know. But we'd probably run like a 2 stone of some sort with basically the same things. Again, not too unreasonable to get this stuff. Elira, stuff like that, whatever. This is just gonna be res. I'm not gonna plan for res because it's fairly easy to get. It's fairly easy to get max res if you need to. So this we need belt, not belt. We want Stygian Vice, always Stygian Vice. Max life. We'll go somewhere in this range just in case. It's all that stuff. Boots, we actually want to run. I think we want to run at Zeri Step here. Because part of our goal is to get our dodge up. So right now we're sitting at 40, 46. And we will be, since we're running Deadeye. Oh, not Deadeye. We want Raider. I'm stupid. We want Raider, not Deadeye. We're running Reave. My goal here, so I have a couple goals. I want to be able to run this. This is how I want to run this. But I want the frenzy charges as well on boss fights. My hope is that I can get a Redeemer's chest. So if I craft body armor, evasion. What's the best? We can either go more evasion or get some move speed. I don't think that 200s. We'll just do Assassin's Garb. It needs Redeemer Influence. Has to have Redeemer Influence. And then the mod we want is this. We want this chance to gain a frenzy charge on hit. So that's ideal. I don't know, tier 3. Flat evasion, tier 2. And then max life. We'd actually probably want this. More life is better. So Consigli's is good and easy to get, but ideally we want this. Because I don't think we'll need the extra stuff from... I don't think we'll need the extra effects from Kinsugi's. Yeah, the 20% less damage taken is actually massive. But if we could get... I guess we'll see if we even need the damage from the frenzy charges. We might not need the frenzy charges. Because the only thing it applies to is bosses. Because we'll be running Blood Rage, so the only thing that it applies to completely is bosses. Yeah. So. We'll see what we have here. Craft item. We want a jewel, abyss jewel. I think we want... What do we want here? Oops. I don't remember if we want murder side or if we want... Which one? Like, what one we exactly want? This is all unique. I don't care about this. Other jewel. A question mark? Abyss jewels? Am I stupid? Jewel right here. This is what I want. So do we want murderous eye? Or yes, it looks like we want murderous eye. We're running swords, so we want murderous eye here. So we create this. We want life on it naturally. We'll say somewhere in this range. Tier 2 wouldn't be too unreasonable. Ideally, we want fizz damage to sword attacks. And here we would want... What would we want? Crit multi, crit chance if you haven't dealt a crit recently. We don't care about that. This one wouldn't be bad. Gain. We can get our, yeah, this is what we want right here. We'd want something like that. Flasks at Series Promise is always an easy one to get. It's fairly easy at max roll because you can run so many of these at Series anyways. That's pretty reasonable. If we could get one, a Taste of Hate would be fantastic. Taste of Hate, probably also a Bottled Faith. Just, we're not going to count on getting a Bottled Faith, obviously. But if we could get a Bottled Faith, it'd be insane. So, otherwise, we will want a magic flask utility, we would want a diamond flask. I always go experimenters with staunching. And then I would want a jade flask because I would want more evasion. So what's the duration on this? 4 point. If we do this, it drops it to 3.4 seconds. That's not too bad. And then we would want of reflexes. We would want a higher roll. So we add that to build. I decide if I want a life flask or not. We can't count on the taste of hate and bottle of faith, unfortunately. What else could we use here? I can use a quartz flask, even though I already have phasing. It does add the dodge. I don't need a mana flask, so I think I create this. We do this with increased. Ooh, if we do increased effect, that might be interesting. That's still 3.4 seconds. And then we would do of warding on this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 67% and 73%. I have 95% chance to evade, 67% chance to dodge attacks, and 73% chance to dodge spells with this. That's insane. That's actually insane. And just... And then we would do a life flask of some sort. Do divine. Probably an instant life flask, honestly. Which mod is it? 50% reduce the amount recovered, increase recovery rate, 100% increase recovery on low life. Probably run the maybe not. Maybe I run this. We're immune to ailments. We don't need freeze immunity. We could do more armor. How much armor do we have? We have like no armor. It's not really worth. We could do this actually as knockback. Oh, that's what else we could do. Shoot. We want that, but also we can use a lion's roar. So I only have 40 crit chance. Seems so bad. This value is 50. This is 40. What happens if we add this? Brings up to 50. That's not too bad. Ideally, we'd want to... Ow. Stupid notification. We need more crit to make this reasonable. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing crit nodes here. We got that. We got against marked enemy. We could run Assassin's Mark actually too. Because I think the only thing that this is really gonna matter for is against bosses. I can't imagine that against non-bosses it's gonna be too difficult. Like everything in this game gets melted except for bosses, like all the time. So we could. There is something I'm missing here. I feel like I'm missing something. What's our chance to hit, dude? It's only 80. That's not good. Oh, I'm stupid. New. Precision. Would we want 20? It's 186 mana reserved. How much mana do we have? That's 30% of our mana that's just reserved off of that. Let's see what happens when we do. Because we'd want Hatred for sure. And then Herald. Maybe Herald of Purity? We would have to have Enlighten. 100% we'd have to have Enlighten. If we do that, we have 47 unreserved mana and 6 mana cost. Well, it's not going to be 6. It's going to be more than that. I don't think that's reasonable. Error. An error. Yikes. We're going to save this for now. Okay, thing. We saved it, so we'll restart it. I don't know if we need the Herald of Purity. How much does this do? It's 4K. I don't think it's reasonable to use the Herald of Purity. We have 181 left over. Man, if we don't use this, we have 30% left. 184 mana. Currently, we're at just under 4 attacks. We'll just round it to 4 attacks. If we run... So I was saying, what would we run with this? We'd run... Ideally, we'd run damage on full life. Because we have all this evasion and dodge. Our goal is to basically not get hit. Straight up. Our goal is to just not get hit. And we have Kintsugi's as well to reduce damage if we do get hit. Melee Fizz is 49%. What else would we use? What's Pulverize do? Increased AoE, increased area damage, less attack speed, more melee area damage by a lot. Holy shit. I believe we want multi-strike. Oh, that's the other thing. Shoot. I have to have more... I can't have too many red gems because of Kintsugi's. If I don't use Kintsugi's and I get a Redeemer chest, then I'll be fine. But again, if I drop Kintsugi's, I have to run an armor chest piece. If I want to use red ones. Have you downloaded the torrent? Where do I put the file? What do you the torrent for POB? Is that what you're talking about, or? Most of the time, people just go and get it from GitHub. I use the local identity one, but you can just get it from GitHub. Oh, the PoE update file. Um, I believe it's just on the main site. If you go to Path of Exile, let me check here. I have no idea. I normally don't download the torrent, so I'm not sure. I normally don't bother. Sorry about that. I I just I'll wait for the client. Yeah, that's what I normally do, but I have really good internet, so I usually it updates like that. Like I upload at like 50 meg or like 30 to 50 megs per second, so I'm not usually worried about it. But it doesn't usually affect me that much. If I run the Redeemers thing, though, fuck yeah, I am. I'm like so I'm excited for the league mechanics. I'm like halfway excited for the expansion. The one thing that did disappoint me though is the lack of like new gems and stuff like that. Cuz that's usually one of my favorite things about the new leagues is having all the new gems and stuff like that. Playing Chieftain, Armageddon Brand, Firewall, and I saw Noogie, he was like leveling up a DD character and he was leveling with cremation and that looks super strong. Does Firewall buff Armageddon Brand though? Because it falls from the sky. Would it even go through the firewall? Yeah, I didn't think so. So my my assumption is if you're gonna bother with firewall, you might as well just go cremation. But I'm not positive. I've never played cremation. I've never played firewall, but I've played Armageddon Brand, and I don't know if it's really useful for the firewall on Armageddon Brand. Um, I won't be doing hardcore this league. My goal is what I want to do. This league I want to focus on practicing to get faster at racing and stuff like that. And then I also want to practice as far as like to be able to do hardcore and stuff like that. And then next league what I want to do is do I want to be able to try and do the race if they're going to have another race next league. So if we do this, and we have to have this. So if we do this, how much do we lose? Oh, we still have full evasion chance. So ideally, we just do this and we don't even bother with the Kintsugi's. Ideally, we're still probably, because Kintsugi's is easy to get, so we'll probably use Kintsugi's early. But because then we can use all red gems. It'll be a lot easier for us this way. And then, what do we want to use? If we do that, we'd want to run. What happens if we run polarize? How many attacks per second are we down? Oh, we're still at 4.61. We're way good. We definitely use pulverize here. 100% use pulverize. What would our last gem be though? We could run Conk Effect. We could run Conk Effect. We could run Ruthless. More damage. Ruthless blows are support. Have generation. So we could do ruthless because we will be attacking like a lot. I don't think we use elemental damage with attacks. Fortify. That's what we want to use actually. Because fortify is insane. So we just run fortify. I think that would be plenty of damage for that. I feel like I'm lacking something. At 8 stages, you have an AoE radius of 56. That's pretty good. At 4, we're at 44. I keep getting this error now. I don't like this. Let's see what happens when I update. Save. See, it's not... It says apply and update, but it's not doing anything. I don't like that. Wrong. I don't know why I keep getting that. I feel like I'm missing damage somewhere. We're missing our jewels for sure, but as far as jewels, I don't think it matters. I don't know if it matters if like what jewel I actually use here. We'd want increased life. We can for sure get that. A suffix. We'd probably want global quick multi. And then if we do 3 mods, ideally we would want probably global crit. And we'd probably want 3 of these. Actually, I'm stupid. I shouldn't, this murder size shouldn't have 4 mods on it either. I can't count on that having 4 mods. Ideally, we would just run these. That would be the ideal situation. That would put me at 6k life. That's pretty good. If we did that, that puts me at 6k life, 1200 life leech, and then we have massive amounts of spell dodge and attack dodge, plus 95% chance to evade. That would be actually really sick. And then if we run... What happens if I take this off? We lose 200 leech if we lose this and a lot of damage. But if we use Lionized Roar, we actually gain damage and keep the leech. So, we would use Lion's Roar over Azir's Promise for sure. So that would be good. We wouldn't need the knockback on this flask, but whatever. 93% hit chance seems low. So we would want I think actually there are nodes here. Cost me 5 nodes to get here for 55% crit chance plus some accuracy. It's 50. I'd lose crit multi on that though. We want that one. We could. Trying to think here. We want the accuracy for sure. Maybe we don't get this big node. What's our chance to block too? We have block chance in here. We have 22% block chance. It's only for attacks though. Hmm.
Hey,
What up, dude?
not too much. Just at work.
I was
I
gonna
was
say, you sound
putting
like
on.
you're on your phone.
Yeah, I got my earbuds in. They got a mic on them, but it's not a very good one.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Could drop these nodes.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the fuck around POB at all.
I'm mostly just doing it because I have my stream. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother, and I'd just jump into the league like I normally do.
Let's see. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, I thought about trying to POB something with Farshot, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know how Farshot works with like chain, so I don't know if it's gonna function the way I wanted.
That's true. I don't know how that works. My guess is it works the same way as it does without chain, but I'm not positive because I'm.
Well, I was just like, is it how far it's traveled since the last chain, or like, you know?
And that's what. Yeah, I knew that's what you were thinking about. It's just my assumption is it's how far it applies from you because the far shot applies to you itself, and the projectile's trajectory starts from you, right? So technically,
Um,
it can. I don't think it
yes.
would.
So Farshot goes from the source of the source of the damage. So like, if the source of the damage, I don't know. I just kind of.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's from you and not from where it chained from, but I'm not 100% on that. So
I gotta be. I gotta be more aware of what I'm doing with my language because other people here, they're not in the room, but like somebody
yeah,
just walked by and looked in when I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah, man. So if I drop this, oh, I can drop that easy. That's not a problem. Okay.
Oh yeah. This node was bad. At the start of their movement. Can
Yeah, if it's at the start of their movement, it should be from you. But I don't know.
no, I'm just trying.
I could drop. I could probably afford to drop that. What happens if I do that? I actually gain more damage by doing that. Surprising.
Yeah. Oh right, the thing with Farshot though was this was why I stopped worrying about trying to build around that was the league mechanic is like you're in close quarters with the mobs.
That's true, but like I think my guess is yeah. But that's the other thing
Yeah.
too. How does far shot interact when you use point blank?
Well, Farshot now does what 20% less damage up close.
Right.
So like,
But if
it
you
could,
can
like,
get so the question is when does point blank fall off? And so like if you're in that middle range. So I was looking at this the other day. I was looking at like a units chart, right?
yeah.
And I think far shot starts I want to say it starts falling off at like, or it's like its fall off is,
You mean point blank?
yeah. Well, no, I mean far shot, but my
Far shot doesn't have
no, no,
fall
no, no,
off.
no, no. I
It's
know
like
that's why like my wording's wrong. I mean far shot, but my wording's wrong. I think it starts ramping up at like, I want to say like 35 units or something like that. Or no, no, no. I was looking at Reeve. Never mind. I was looking at Reeve as far as
yeah, I
units.
was like, I don't think I think far shot's a linear, so like it just gains percent up until at 75 feet it gets 60%,
Right, but that's what I'm saying is because it has units,
20%
right?
less at the zero.
So
So
at
yeah, so like, but I'm pretty sure it's a linear. I don't think it's a curve at all. So like the closer to 70 they are, the more damage. After 70, they're still doing max damage.
right.
And it's gonna linearly decline as you get closer and closer to yourself to dealing
I want to
less
see.
damage than normal
Okay, so
at
at
zero.
150, it has a one, or no, at 70 it has 160. At 35 it has 120, and at 0 it has 80 because of the 20% obviously. Um
Yeah, it
so
sounds linear to me. It's at least very close to linear if it's not.
but that's how Path is in general. Like Reeve's the same way, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Reeve's
sure it's linear.
Yeah, Reeve's still the same way though. Like I was looking at it for something else as to what's considered near you and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyways, now point blank PoE. So if I look at point blank, okay.
Yeah, so
So point blank would be useless.
I mean, so it's not useless. It makes you able to deal more damage to things that are near you, right? But it's not gonna like you're not gonna have better damage in the middle area than you would at the end.
Oh,
It's
and
always gonna be
that's
best
what
at
I
the
was
end.
looking at.
Yeah. They used to use
It,
a combination of point blank and far shot to kind of even out your damage at a pretty higher level, but now it's just
yeah.
far shot's better.
Like,
Either far shot or point blank is great. The
but
combination of the two, it'll still kind of smooth your damage some,
so, and here's the other
but
thing.
yeah,
Here's the other thing too. When I was looking at this chart, I was looking at this chart, right? And 35 units is really close to you. So like you're still gonna get that 120% multiplier, like the majority of the time, like 120% plus the majority of the time. So you're not gonna get the less damage most of the time unless you're
35's not that close. 35's
35 is a lot closer than you think it is. From what I looked at, units, chart.
it shows it in POB. If you look on POB, it'll show you the range. Like if it's a range or radius of this, it'll show you.
Right. So this, I used this picture. I posted in the channel in Discord, and it shows you like 35 isn't that close. Like you could easily stay 35 away the majority of the time. I mean, you're going to have a couple monsters maybe that stay in close, but I think the majority of the time it's going to be 35 plus easy. And that, like, you're still going to have 100% damage at probably around 25, if I had to guess.
Honestly, I can't tell where the numbers are on this. They're too small. I can't read them.
Yeah, I didn't know if
But
you could blow it up or, like, whatnot.
yeah, I think if I download it, I can.
Um, but yeah, like
I'll try that.
35.
Yeah,
It's 35
is
is
huge, dude.
not
That's
really.
way bigger than I thought it was.
That's not
Not
that
really.
bad.
It's about what I was expecting. But that's most things. I mean,
No, because you just
that's
sit on
nearby.
you just sit on the edge. You just sit on one of the edges, and you shoot in, and you kill everything. You might have a couple monsters that spawn like near you,
Oh,
but you just
I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, and I'm like I'm not saying like you're not going to be able to get that distance away. It's just it's going to take more effort than I want to put into it to stay that far away from stuff.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be that bad. But
Yeah, I don't know. It might not be that bad. I'm just like, I don't know. Wow, that 75 is pretty far.
yeah, 75 is really far.
Okay, one sec.
I mean, you're at the edge of the screen, but I mean, half the time you're off screen and shit, anyways, when you're playing bow builds, right? So.
Okay.
All right, so I think we're good on this, bro.
Just close the door for me, please. Okay.
Bro, I keep getting this error on POB. My POB's fucked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's it telling you?
Well, it says a bunch of shit that probably neither of us understand. It doesn't actually
okay.
say. It doesn't actually say like it's just like attempt to conquer at nil value stack trace back. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
No, I don't know that one. Paper jam.
It's only.
Cool.
Why does it do this? It only happens at my skills.
Okay. I'll close and reopen it.
I've done that. Doesn't help.
That was my best guess.
Yeah.
You got me.
Listen.
Aw.
Hey, listen.
That's how I get my students. Made a soundboard.
Yikes.
Few people get the reference. Amazing.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna do this.